Hey there, today I've got something really exciting to share with you. I recently stumbled upon a highly profitable niche on Amazon KDP, and I want to tell you about it because I was blown away by what I found. I mean, seriously, the search results were through the roof. It had insanely low BSRs or bestsellers ranks and surprisingly low competition. I was so amazed by the potential of this niche that I decided that after this video, I'm gonna go ahead and create a book for it myself. And let me tell you, if you stick around until the end of the video, I've got a pretty awesome gift for you that will help you in creating a book in this niche. But before that, if you're new to the channel, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, when I first start doing research into possible niches, I usually just go and look for a generic keyword. And as you can see on the screen, I went with garden logbook. And when I did the search, I was blown away with the initial results. So as you can see on the screen, we have a couple things going on here. So we have 1,000 search results, which is a very, very good sign. It means that there is demand, but not so much demand that it's too competitive to enter. And then if we scroll down, we can see some of these books, like for example, this book right here is ranked at 15,000. We have another book right here that's ranked at 20,000. And so now I'm thinking these are extremely low BSRs for books that look extremely simple. So if we go ahead and look at this book right here, we can go ahead and see a little bit more about it. So for example, in its description, we can see that it has supplier's info, garden layout, a to-do list, year at a glance, etc., etc. And if we go ahead and look at the BSR all time, we can see at the beginning, it wasn't really doing well, but then you can see that it started to make sales. And it has stayed relatively consistent for almost 2 years. So now if we go up and check the interior, we can see that on the front cover, the book has a very simple design. It uses one page of the interior and a very simple title and simple graphics. And then if we scroll down some more, we can see a supplier's info page, which this is a very, very simple page to make on a free program like Canva. We have this garden layout, which is just a grid page. We have this seasonal to-do list. And as you can see, it's a very simple book to make with very, very simple pages. So what this tells me is that there's definitely potential here with this niche. And at this point, I want to do more research. I want to dive deeper into the keywords and see what other keywords are going to do well. And that's what we're going to do in a minute. But before that, I want to go ahead and show you how you can create this interior for this type of book. So one way you could make this interior is using a service like Fiverr. So if you go ahead and make a search for KDP interiors, you can see that there are a bunch of sellers here that will create an interior for you, and you could pay as little as $5 and all the way up. And since this is such a simple book, you're only going to need a few pages created for you. Now, if you don't want to pay for a service like Fiverr and you want something just done and ready to go, you can go to a place like Creative Fabrica. Now, Creative Fabrica has a section here where they have KDP interiors, and you can easily do a search for garden log, let's say, and do that search. And then if we go ahead and click on here, KDP interiors, we can see that they have a bunch of interiors here for garden planners, garden planner logbook, garden planner bundle. And so what you could do is you could click on any one of these, for example, this one. You could download this and you can pick and choose which templates to use here to create your own custom garden logbook planner. So this is an option, and it's a very, very great option because everything's done for you and you can just go and create a book and have it up as soon as possible. Now with Creative Fabrica, it is not free. You do have to have a paid subscription to use it. And right now you can get yearly access for just $3.99 a month. And this is going to give you access to millions of graphics, fonts, classes in tiers like this, as well as access to their AI generator and a lot more things. It also gives you a full commercial license to use any of the things in here in Creative Fabrica to use and sell on KDP. So if you want to go ahead and get this for yourself, I'll leave the link down below for you to check out. Now, if we go back to Amazon, and let's go back to that book that we initially looked at in the beginning, and let's talk about how to create a cover. We can see that this is a very, very simple cover to make. We can use a free program like Canva to make this simple cover, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so here we are on Canva, and I've gone ahead and uploaded one of those interiors from Creative Fabrica onto here. Now in the background, I do have a template here for the cover, and this is something that I got from Tangent Templates. As you can see, it just tells us where to create a cover and where to stay away from. And so I just like to keep it on there, but I put the transparency down so I barely see it. I'm gonna go ahead and just choose a color. We'll choose this color right here. And then I'll put it to the back. And then we'll go ahead and make this fit here. And then it has a text box, which if we go ahead and round the corner a little bit here. And then let's put some elements on there. So they had some plants and stuff. So let's look for garden, black and white. And as you can see, we have a cover made in less than 5 minutes, ready to be uploaded onto KDP. So that is how simple it is to go and make a cover for this book. Now, time to get on to the most important part of this video, and that is keyword research. So if we go back here to Amazon and go back once, we can see that I did a generic search for garden logbook. Now, as you can see, Amazon will come up with a list of search terms that customers are looking for. And this is how you can start to build a list of keywords that you could possibly use for the title, the subtitle, and the back-end keywords. And that's exactly what I did. A few search terms that I searched up were garden logbook, and I saved all these. I also did garden logbook like this without the space. And then I would get a list like this that I would go and download and put on a spreadsheet. Now, what you're seeing on my screen is called Titans Pro. So if you go to the Chrome Web Store and you search up Self-Publishing Titans, it comes up with these two plugins. You can go ahead and install both of these and use them for free. Even though one is a paid option, you can still use some of its features for free. And once you have this screen, it's very easy to just type in a keyword like what we had before. So type in garden log, and then it'll come up with a list like this. Instead of typing it individually into a spreadsheet, you could easily just download all the suggestions here. It will download for you, and you can go ahead and copy it and put it on a spreadsheet, which will make life a lot easier and make everything a lot faster. Now, one of the keywords that I came across that was extremely promising was garden logbook and planner. It has search results of 647, meaning that there are 647 books that are showing for this specific keyword. And then if we scroll down, we can see that that one book that we've been focusing on is on here. We can also see another book right here that's ranked at 64,000. And I want you to take note of the price of the book. It's not $5.99, $4.99, $6.99, even $7.99. Some of these books are $9.99. This book is $12.99. I mean, these aren't cheap books. So the royalties on these books are going to exceed $4. So if we take this book that we've been focusing on and take it to a calculator to estimate the amount of sales that it would be making right now. So for example, a site like Kindlepreneur, which you can just put in the bestsellers rank right here, choose the paperback, and it'll tell you right here how many sales on average this kind of ranking would make a day. So 15,325. So as you can see, this book could be making 11 sales per day. Now, if we just do a little bit of math, go back here, at $9.99, this book is probably getting paid over $4 in royalties for every book sold. So if you take $4 and you times it by 11, that's $44 every day. Think about how much that would be in a month. 44 times 30. I mean, that's well over $1,200 per month with just one book. Now, what I look for when I'm doing keyword research are a few things. It's really just three things. Number one, I want to look for search results that have 1,000 or less, because that tells me that there is search demand for this keyword, but it's also not overly competitive, meaning that we have a good chance of finding success in this keyword. The second thing that I look for is, are there 3 books that I would compete with that are all ranked under 300,000? So if I go ahead and scroll down, we can see that the book that we've been looking at has a 15,000 rank. So yes, we can see another one right here, independently published at 64,000. Yes. Then if we scroll down, we can see this book right here ranked at 20,000. So right off the bat, there's already 3 books that are well under 300,000. So that is already telling me that this is probably a great keyword, a great niche to go after. And the last thing that I look at is a niche score. And this is why I use this plugin, is because they make it easy to evaluate a certain keyword. And basically how this tool works is the lower the number, the worse, the higher number, the better. And they don't suggest to go below 50. I use this at my discretion. I don't use it as a make or break, but it definitely helps me because this plugin is telling me that the niche score is 67. And then when I do my actual research into the keyword, it's lining up with this score. So I do that for every single keyword that I collect. And at times it takes me a few hours and other times it takes me a whole day. But this is how I do research, and this is how you're supposed to be doing your research because it's the most important part of the process. Now I understand not everyone has the time and not everyone has the patience to be doing this type of work where you go ahead and grab every single keyword here, look for more keywords, compile a list on a spreadsheet and go word by keyword, evaluating it. So that's why you're in luck, because I've made my list of 65 super targeted keywords for this niche available to you in my Gumroad shop. So I'll leave the link down below. You can go ahead and feel free to pick it up, and it can prove to be a very, very powerful tool for you if you decide to create your own garden logbook and planner. I think that there is so much potential with this niche. We've seen that these keywords have books that are ranking extremely low. We see that a lot of these keywords have very good search volume, but not competitive. And we can see that the interior and the covers are so simple to produce. So much so that I'm gonna be making my own garden logbook and planner to sell in this niche. So there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful and hopefully you're able to implement it into your KDP low and medium content publishing. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and let me know what kind of video you want to see me do next. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell for more content like this. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.